What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Commission Reviews. And of course, take a few moments to go and follow me on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, and all podcasts, everything. Commission Reviews name is involved. But before we get into the things, let's go ahead and get the intro started. Let's go. Welcome back to Commission Reviews, the queen of reality TV, the queen of graphics, the queen of storytelling, the queen of panels of it all. Yes, I am here. And I am doing commentary on the House of Villains. Now, if you follow my channel or follow like-minded content creators like myself, we don't just cover reality TV, love stories, we also cover competitions. And because we do cover competitions, there's villains involved, the majority of competitions. With anything, honestly, there's good and bad. So for me, covering reality TV and covering the villains have always been my favorite thing. I'm not gonna lie. As a child, when it came down to the good and bad dolls and toys, I always chose the villains. I ain't gonna lie, baby. I told y'all before, my sister would always get Shira, and I would always get Catra because she was the one with the black and the red lips. Anyway, I thought she was a baddie. Okay, so let's get into this episode, which is episode 3. It's the first season that E! Television has, the House of Villains. Okay, the last thing we saw was we saw Jax and Corinne strapped up in electric chairs. Child, Jax was whoop, out of the house. Jax is gone. Okay, and ooh, okay. So Corinne was left in a chair. Another trying to be funny when she was like, "Hey, excuse me, hello, come back and get me." They came and got her. So Jax was the physical threat, as they constantly said. Constantly, they ain't said anything about being smart. They just said physical. Okay, so just being real, right? Corinne in New York really are becoming little bitches or whatever, right? And New York says she's not really feeling well. So Corinne goes to Banana's room. Okay. Now, hold on just a second before I say this. She goes to Johnny Banana. Now, mind you, I watched Corinne on The Bachelor. Bachelor. I did watch her. She was a villain. She was great. I did commentary. A lot of my commentary of the season was about her. Not even gonna lie. She was crazy. Now I know Johnny Bananas though. hmm I know Johnny Bananas from the challenge, and I know because I watched him for years. This is not my first time talking about him. I'm not going to say who is that. I've known Johnny Bananas, not known him, but watched him before he became a blogger for years. Plus, I'm old. Okay, let's put those together there, right? So, anywho, I know how he moves. So the things that happened in this episode to me were not like, oh, and I, oh my God, I am so shocked. No, ma'am, it was not. It wasn't. So anyway, she goes to Johnny Bananas' room. He's playing his little guitar, doing his, John thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. The regular degular. Um, of course, him and her, I was gonna be flirting, but I know Johnny Bananas is always an end game to everything. He seems goofy to most. But even in the goofy Johnny Bananas world, there's strategic things happening. Just not paying attention a lot of the times. Anyway, he had 2 women. So we thought. New York did get pissed off at one point in time. Baby, when she thought that Johnny Bananas called her loud and annoying. One thing that I will say is that I don't know who said it. Because at first I was like, oh, I believe he said that. But then he was like, Corinne was like, he didn't say that. And Corinne in New York, like, you know, I was like, wait a minute, did he say it? Or did she just overhear? And of course the editors be so messy and the new producers showed us that it didn't happen. Okay. She is pissed off from this moment. I feel like the entire episode, New York is mad. New York is mad at Giant Bananas. So I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know if she's doing it because her strategy and her things that she's done most of the time is I'm gonna go off on you, make y'all feel like crap, call y'all bitches in house, cry life. You know, that's usually how New York. Okay, and everybody's like, believe, jump in. Either they follow the leader or they're crushed by her things she's given. You know, anyway, so Joelle comes in and has the mask on, and we figure out it's a housewife. The embarrassing thing about the whole situation is nobody knew that it was the housewife. Nobody. I say, why did they do that girl like that? It was Danielle from Real Housewives. She had the sex tape, all the crap, whatever. Anyway, Danielle ended up hanging around the house until about 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, everybody was like, when is she going home? People to bed, and she was like, where's everybody at? Girl in the bed? This challenge to me let me know that this season is going to be full of surprises and a lot of fun. Super yummy. In the beginning, it's a little boring. The challenge is boring, ain't gonna lie. Okay, it's just like the whole thing with the mask and the ooh, ooh, ooh and ooh. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, okay, whatever. Weird. So, to me, some people who are playing, you know, Johnny Banana was playing. Like it was Johnny Bananas all day. Being goofy, of course. Everybody knew who Johnny was. That's the crazy thing about it. But nobody was actually playing, in my opinion. So he wins. I don't know how, but he does because I didn't understand the game. So Johnny has to decide who takes the luxury reward. He asks the producers if he can take, his closest friend to the house, his guitar. They tell him no. He has to pick two people. So he chooses Tanisha because he trusts her. Amarosa because he does it. His logic, I get it. Makes sense. If he leaves her in the house, she'll say all kind of stuff, right? Like this woman is smart. She's smart as crap. Anyway, let me see. Hang on, I got my note. I'm going through my notes. I'm hoping I'm not getting a cold here. Yeah, I'm just like, oh God, please. So Bobby and Johnny's weird relationship, I thought was weird. Once again, to me, I feel like Johnny was being strategic. I'm just saying. Okay. This whole thing with the blind side, some people are so new about it. It's so cute to me. But of course, again, I am a blogger of Big Brother and the Challenge. So I already know what a blind side is, baby. If you're not paying attention, they're going to scoop you. Okay, right up on your feet. You'll be there saying, oh, wait a minute, what happened? Too late, gotcha. Pay attention. Got to be more careful. Blind side. Okay? I love it though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's really people trying to figure out what's the big deal. When you don't know about it, the contestants only like the audience and the person involved. And so when it happens on like, live or whatever, it's like, oh, you thought you were going now, bitch. I got you. Everyone's like, oh, turns into that. So Shaky, who is super nasty, gross, like I don't know what's going on with him, but he can't clean up anything. Johnny finds this note, and they had been dragging Shaky, by the way. Johnny finds this note. On the pillow, it says, "How stupid do you think the house is, Bananas? The house is about to turn on you." And he says the handwriting looks like a woman's handwriting. Now, let me go ahead and break this down. Now, I can tell you by reading this note myself how stupid. Every time New York says something, she was, how stupid do you think I am? That's New York. That's New York. I'm telling you. Somebody gonna take this clip and use it on their own so they figured it out. But that's New York. If you know her, if you know of her, then you'll probably figure out come to the same conclusion that I did. Okay. So Corinne's freaking out saying, "I am sick of this. I didn't write the note. Whoever wrote the," she's getting all mad. She stumps out having a little 2-year-old tantrum, crying and carrying on. Of course, New York is there too. Oh, don't worry about it. So anyway, Joelle go to the little layer, whatever. Johnny says what he's gonna do. He, Tanisha Amoroso, he nominates New York, obviously, because she one sound was like, New York comes out and says, "I don't care what you say, because I'm not leaving. If this is how she's going to look, wait, hold on." When she went off, I was rolling. I was like, what? I don't know if this is her getting pissed off. So that he nominates Anfisa. Now that was crazy. But I was like, okay. He said, "Don't try to come to me and smother me up, talking to me on the workout. You ain't worked this whole time." So I understood what he meant by that. And she was kind of trying too hard. All of a sudden, when the workout, he even pointed out, you in the workout the whole entire time. So then all of a sudden he goes, the person he's going to nominate didn't write the note, but he knows who did. So he told Corinne, so I was like, is he going to nominate Corinne? She starts crying 100%. "I didn't write the note." I'm thinking he's about to say Corinne, and he goes, "Oh, Bobby." I said, because Bobby wasn't lying about the letter, so I was like, well, maybe he knows who did it. So I don't know what's going to happen from there, but it's a cute show. I like it. I like The Blind Side. I liked it. Look, Bobby was like, "Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So The Blind Side is all right. Oh, I got you." All right, you guys, that is it for this. Make sure you guys follow, comment, subscribe. Thank you for coming through and sitting in the studio of Kamisha Reviews, where you can see everything. We can talk about everything. The panel will be back on Saturday. Make sure you guys do not forget to subscribe to the live. It should be set and up and ready to go.